Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi fingers Peggy Cele as one of the politicians who are used by criminal syndicates. Listen to this clip when General Mkhwanazi was giving testimony.
First, General Cele calls me, he's a former minister, he calls me and he says the Premier of Gauteng have approached him to go and work in Gauteng to help him fight crime in Gauteng. Therefore, he needs General Khumalo, who is a district commissioner and ex-task force commander in KZN, to come and work with him in Gauteng. And I find it strange because I think he called 2 or 3 times. While I was in a meeting, I kept giving the phone to one Brigadier Abteles who was with me in the meeting. And after that, I had a conversation with General Cele, and then he pleaded with me to release this general to come to Gauteng. And my surprise was, but when General Cele was in the police, he did not like the general, Khumalo. He didn't like him at all. So why now that he's out of the police, he trusts Khumalo to come and work with him in Gauteng? It was just strange. And I turned to my colleague, Jaron Hua, who was with me in the meeting. This was in Durban. Jaron Hua works at the head office from HR. So I turned to her and said, but I received a strange call here. General Cele is asking me to approach Khumalo, who's a district commissioner in Zululand, to come and work with him in Gauteng, meaning he must resign from the police and go and work in Gauteng with him for 5 years, then he'll come back into the police, which was very odd. And General Hua was also confused. He said, but as far as I know, Cele didn't like Khumalo. And he made all of us at the head office to believe that Khumalo is a bad person. Why will he now suddenly want Khumalo to work with him? So it was just a strange call. I then contacted General Khumalo. He's a Major General. I phoned General Khumalo and said, General Khumalo, this is a request I received from General Cele. General Khumalo just laughed and he said, oh, don't worry, the general is not serious about that. So I asked him, what do you mean? He said, no, he's not serious. He wants me to back off on the case against Khan, General Khan from Crime Intelligence. So Cele is pursuing Khumalo to resign from the police so that he can stay away from the disciplinary case because he was appointed to deal with that case departmentally against General Khan. So Khumalo says, no, this is the approach of Cele to want me to back off. And that got me so upset, commissioners, that can really General Cele go to the extent of wanting a person to resign from the service because he wants to protect someone? It was very strange. I did not talk to General Cele from the day. I did not talk to him. I was very upset. It disappointed me as a person who's a former minister in the police. I was just upset.
This confirms what Mkhwanazi has just said about Peggy Cele. Confirms what a lot of people have been suspecting about Peggy Cele, but not just Peggy Cele, but the most of the ANC leaders who are in government. Can you imagine? Peggy Cele, he's being fingered in these things that he's the former minister of police. So when you and I as ordinary members of the community complain about the police being corrupt, being ineffective, or about the police being in cahoots with criminals in our own communities, we're expecting that the top echelons of the South African Police Service will act against the police that we suspect of being in cahoots with the criminal syndicates in our own communities. But now, how do we expect the very same people who are in the top echelons of the police, it's worse, starting with the minister himself, how do we expect them to act against their subordinates who are in cahoots with criminal syndicates when they themselves, the top leadership of the police, starting with the minister, who is the political head of that department, being in cahoots with criminal syndicates? starting from the Vus Ket Matlala and the 10 calls that Bheki Cele made to Ket Matlala just before the cancellation of that fraudulent tender that was awarded to Ket Matlala of 350 million. So how do we expect that an ordinary police on the ground will conduct themselves ethically? How to expect them to conduct themselves ethically when the people who are leading them are of questionable character? When the people who are leading them are engaged in criminal activities? And not just that, but these subordinates who are the ordinary police on the ground, they know about this, that their superiors are engaged and involved in these nefarious activities. So that does not inspire confidence in them, because when you lead people, when you lead an institution, you need to be of moral authority, you need to be of ethical leadership to be able to inspire those you are leading. You need to be an example to them. Show them how things are done. But if you yourself, you are engaged in unethical conduct, in criminal activities and criminal conduct, how do you expect the subordinates to be engaged? How do you expect them to conduct themselves in an expected and acceptable manner? This tells you about how rotten the ANC is, rotten to the core. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Tebus Kosana. The name of the platform is Izwi Labansundu, the voice for Africans. Please guys, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and remember to join. Thank you very much.